Welcome to the TransForum. The great issues of our day demand clarity, and today we'll be addressing the question, how do we balance the need for global cooperation and national sovereignty?
I'm Dennis Peacock, and we're dealing with the thorny issue of what is the proper balance between national sovereignty and international unity and cooperation. That is one of the great issues of our day, and it shows up in many, many ways. Now, as a principle, I want to communicate that all nations, their identity and their claim to sovereignty is largely defined and established by the commitment of their citizens to define themselves. That's a lot of words. What does that mean? That means that they have a constitution, that the people are aware of the Constitution, and the Constitution reflects the national identity of those people. You have to identify who you are, and that concept is called citizenship. Now, we have what we think are a lot of immigration problems here in the United States. It's complex. There's a lot involved. We've dealt with a lot over the years. We're going to deal with a lot in the future on the TransForum. But I don't think the root issue is immigration. I think the root issue here is the American people are schizophrenic at best and probably multi-personality at worst. We don't know who we are anymore. We have largely lost the defined values of the nation. Our borders, our open borders, are a symptom of the fact that America has not felt the need or the urgency to define itself. And maybe it can't define itself yet in the midst of what we call the culture wars. The real problem, I believe, here is not just immigration. The root problem is citizenship. We no longer can define what is a citizen of the United States of America. So we're extending benefits, we're extending privileges to people who aren't citizens because we don't hold those benefits and principles as only guaranteed for those who are citizens. What does America really believe? Who are we? My lifetime has been spent watching this nation go through the travail and the challenges of trying to answer that question. The question reveals that we pay very little attention to the Constitution of this country. And I can assure you that from many of our points of view, certainly the Supreme Court doesn't run things by the Constitution, and we get into legal positivism and legal relativism, and a lot of other terms we're not going to go into today. But our lack of clarity, the average citizen in the United States has no clue what the Constitution says or means or how it defines what an American is. What do you think the root issue of immigration is? It's tied up with national sovereignty, and that's tied up with citizenship. This is the TransForum. Let's engage.